Students, in this video I am going to explain the types of field effect transistors. The another name for field effect transistor is unipolar device. So first, types of FET. Here FET means field effect transistor. FET is also known as unipolar device. Why we are saying it is unipolar device? Because it operates the conduction of current flow is depends on only majority charge carriers. In BJT we know in BJT the conduction of current flow is due to majority charge carriers and minority charge carriers. But in field effect transistor the current flow of current is due to majority charge carriers only. So, based on the majority charge carriers present in the field effect transistor, we have two types of FETs. One is FETs are classified into two types. One is JFET and another one is MOSFET. Here JFET means junction field effect transistor. In junction field effect transistor, we have the junction. But here MOSFET, metal oxide semiconductor material. In metal oxide semiconductor material, junction is not present. That means absent of junction. PN junction is not present in the MOSFET. JFET again classified into two types. One is N-channel FET and another one is P-channel FET. Here N-channel FET means the majority charge, we know in N-channel or in N-type material the majority charge carriers are electrons and minority charge carriers are holes. So in N-channel FET the current flow is due to the majority charge carriers, that means due to the electrons only. In P-type FET or P-channel FET the majority current flow is due to holes, because in P-type material the majority charge carriers are holes. So in P-channel FET the current flow is due to the holes only. So only at a time only majority charge carriers only present in the flow of current. And the MOSFETs again classified into two types. That means MOSFET operates in two modes. One is enhancement mode and another one is depletion mode. The enhancement mode again classified into two types. That means in enhancement mode the transistor, field effect transistor again classified into N-channel and P-channel. Here also depletion mode again classified into two types, N-channel and again P-channel. So what is the main difference between enhancement mode and depletion mode? In enhancement mode, what is the meaning of enhancement? Here the majority charge, when we are applying the external electric field or the external electric field causes increase of majority charge carriers. If you take N-channel FET, after applying the electric field the electrons will increase. If you take the P-channel MOSFET, in this P-channel MOSFET the holes, after applying the electric field the holes will be increased. So in enhancement mode, after applying the electric field, the majority charge carriers will increase. So depending on the majority charge carriers, the enhancement mode again classified into two types, N-channel and P-channel. But in depletion mode, here the meaning of depletion means reduction of the majority charge carriers. That means if you take after applying the electric field causes decreasing of the majority charge carriers. Here if you take n channel FET, in n channel FET the majority charge carriers, that means electrons will decrease, and in p channel FET holes will be decreased. So in depletion mode, after applying the electric field, electrons or holes will be reduced. So these are the classification of field effect transistors. Now I am going to explain the field effect transistor in n channel FET and p channel FET. So see the construction and circuit symbol of FETs. So we know we have two types of field effect transistor. So now see the construction and circuit symbol of n channel FET and p channel FET. In n channel FET we are taking n type semiconductor bar, and from this we are taking two metallic contacts at the two ends. The upper end is called drain, represented with D, and lower end is called source, represented with S. So here we are taking n channel. Here it is known as n channel because we are taking n channel semiconductor material here. Now take p type semiconductor material and diffused two ends of the n type silicon bar. It is p type. So take two ohmic contacts from these two p type material, and from this terminal we are getting one common terminal, that is called gate. It is represented with G. Okay, this is the construction of n channel FET. N channel FET. So what is the circuit symbol of n channel FET? Here the circuit symbol is channel is, here channel is which type? Channel is n type. So if channel is n type, the gate is p type. So the arrowhead should be always from positive to negative. So the gate is from, the arrowhead is from gate to channel. This is drain and this one is source. So gate current flows into the transistor. It is represented with ID. Drain current, it is represented with ID, and this one is source current, IS. So this is the circuit symbol of the which one? N channel FET. N channel. Now see the construction of p channel. Here I am taking one p type silicon bar. So if you are taking p type silicon bar, then channel is p type. From this take two ohmic contacts at the end. One is called source and another one is called drain. Now take n type silicon material and diffused at the two sides of the p type material. Now take a common terminal from these two ends, that is called gate. So here it is gate. This is the construction of p channel field effect transistor. Now see the circuit symbol of p channel. So we know this one is drain and this one is source and this one is gate. So the direction here, channel is p type. So here channel is p type. So arrowhead should be from positive to negative. That means the direction of current flow away from the transistor. So this is the circuit symbol of the p channel FET. So these are the construction and circuit symbol of the field effect transistors of n channel FET and p channel FET. Now see the operation of field effect transistor. operation of n channel FET. So first take the construction of n channel FET. So this is n channel. So this one is which type, which terminal? Source, and this one is drain, and this is the gate terminal. So like BJT transistor, field effect transistor also has three terminals. One is gate, another one is source, and third one is the drain. Here gate is in n channel FET we should apply negative terminal to the gate, and in p channel we should apply positive terminal to the gate, and drain is in n channel drain is positive and in p channel drain is negative. So these are the terminals of the n channel field effect transistor. Here the first condition is, in first condition no voltage, VGS equal to VGS equal to 0 and VDS equal to 0. So at that time what happening, no voltage is applied between the gate and source, and no voltage is applied between the drain and source. There are two types of gate, one, so that is this. So no voltage is applied between gate and source, and no voltage is applied between drain and source. So that represent VGS equal to 0 and VDS is also 0. So at that time the channels, here is the channel, or here is the PN junction. At that time channel is uniform. At that time channel is uniform. So we are not applying any voltage at the VGS or VDS. So at that time channel is uniform. If you take the second condition, in second condition VGS is decreased from 0 and VDS equal to 0. So to decrease the VGS from 0 we have to apply negative voltage at the gate. Take the entire silicon construction, drain, source, gate. So apply negative voltage to the gate. So this one is the negative with respect to source. So this is the source, and no, there is no voltage is applied to the drain and source. Keep them also to the ground. So in this circuit VGS is decreased from 0, that is negative. We are applying VGS equal to negative voltages and VDS is 0. Now VGS equal at VGS is decreased from 0 means we are applying VGS equal to -1 volt, -2 volts, -3 volts, like that. At that time what happening, the transistor, look at the channel is n type. We are applying negative to the channel, so we are applying negative here. So what are happening, giving negative voltage to the gate means we are applying negative voltage. That means here gate is positive and drain is gate is positive and this one is negative. We are applying negative to the gate. That means we are applying reverse bias at this junction. So if you are applying reverse bias, there is no current flow in the junction. So there is a increase of the depletion layer. That means here the depletion is, if you are increasing the negative voltage, that means if you are increasing VGS equal to -1, VGS equal to minus 2, VGS equal to minus 3, like that you are applying. The width of the depletion region is increasing. If the width of the depletion region is increasing means at some voltage the channel goes into cutoff region. In this condition channel goes into cutoff, because the width, if you are increasing the voltage at the VGS, at that time here it is goes into reverse saturation, reverse bias. If it is in reverse bias, depletion region width will increase. So due to the increase of depletion region, the both sides will meet at a point. That point, at that time the channel goes into the cutoff region. Now VGS equal to 0, that means when VGS equal to 0 and VDS is increased from 0. That means we are applying positive voltage at the drain. So drain, source, gate. Now gate voltage is at 0, so we are not applying any voltage between gate and source. So VGS equal to 0 and apply positive voltage to the gate. Okay, this is VDS. Now if you see the diagram, if you are increasing the VDS voltage from 0 to higher values, that means if you are applying VDS equal to 1 volt, VDS equal to 2 volts, like that, at that time take the points. Here this point is C and this point is B. Here this one is channel, N channel. So due to N channel, if you are applying the VDS voltage, so the voltage at the it creates a forward voltage or forward bias at the C section, C point, and it creates a reverse voltage at the B point. That means if you are increasing the VDS value at the channel, at the B side, channel width will be increasing. Like that, channel width will be increasing. So if you are applying more and more voltages, if you are applying positive voltage, the electrons moves from, here we are taking N channel FET, so in this majority charge carriers are electrons, so electrons moves from source to drain. So at that time current flows from drain to source. So there is a current, in this condition there is a current, that current is known as the drain current. So if you are increasing the more and more VDS value, at that time there is a reverse bias at the B side, and at the C side it is a forward bias. So at some point, if you see the characteristics of output characteristics of VDS, we are floating a graph between VDS, output voltage, and output current ID at input voltage constant. Here the input voltage, that is VGS. So this is the graph for VGS equal to 0 volts. Now we are applying. So if you observe the VGS equal to 0 means we are giving no voltage to the VGS. So VGS is 0. At that time what is happening? To the peak value, at some value, that value is known as the peak value. It is represented with Vp. So from 0 to Vp, it is said to be in ohmic region. Ohmic region. That means it obeys the Ohm's law. That means if voltage is increasing, current is also increasing. At VDS equal to 0, there is no current. If you are increasing the VDS value, positive value, at that time there is a current flow. At some point, at Vp, drain current, VDS is equal to VP. The device or the P channel goes into pinch off region. Pinch off region. So after pinch off region, if you are increasing the VDS value, that means VDS equal to higher values, but there is no increase in the current. The current will be constant. That's why you are getting flat characteristics at the pinch off region. After pinch off region, if you are increasing the VDS value, there is a sudden current flow. There is a sudden current flow. From this point, at that time the device goes into breakdown region. At the breakdown voltage, what is happening? If you are increasing the VDS value, but current is increasing, VDS will be constant. So it is called breakover voltage. Drain source breakover voltage. Okay, after breakover voltage, the drain current is maximum. So this is the output characteristic for VGS equal to 0 volts. So what is happening here? Up to 0 to P, the region is called ohmic region. That means you are applying or increasing the VDS value. So current is also increasing. After it reaches to some voltage, that voltage is known as peak voltage. After peak voltage, if you are increasing the VDS but current is constant, there is no increase in the current due to increase of the depletion region at this side. After we know the application of at the reverse bias also we have current flow after it reaches the breakdown region. So after it reaches the breakdown region, there is a maximum current flow, but at that time voltage will be minimum. So here it can be used at this region. It is called saturation region. Saturation region. So and in this region, the field effect transistor can be used as a voltage amplifier, and here it can be used as a voltage variable resistor. In pinch off region, the field effect transistor can be used as a voltage variable resistor, and in saturation region, the field effect transistor or field effect in N-channel condition, it can be used in which one? Voltage amplifier, and here it is used in the resistance ohmic region. It is also known as ohmic region. What are the characteristics? The magnitude of the current. Magnitude of the current depends on magnitude of the current means magnitude of the drain current depends on the factors affecting the magnitude of the current is, one is width of the channel. If the channel width is high, what happening? The more number of charge carriers will available, so it affects the drain current. If channel width is high, more number of charge carriers are available. If more number of charge carriers are available, yet more current will produce. So one factor is charge carriers, number of majority charge carriers, not minority charge carriers, majority charge carriers. So in N-channel FET, the number of majority charge carriers are electrons. If you take in P-channel FET, the majority charge carriers are electrons. And second one is cross-sectional area of the channel. Cross-sectional area of the channel. If you are applying the VDS, what is happening? At the B side, the depletion region is width is increasing. If depletion region width is increasing, the channel cross-sectional area of the channel is decreasing. So if cross-sectional area is increasing means what is happening? Drain current will reduce. But majority charge carriers increasing means drain current increases. So it depends on the cross-sectional area, but the cross-sectional area is inversely proportional to the drain current. So cross-sectional area of the channel. And third one is length of the channel. Length of channel, that is represented with L. So if channel is more electrons will available. So more current will be produced at the output side. And one more is, so depending on this factor, it affects the resistance of the resistor. What is resistance of resistor? It is known as specific resistance. So resistance of resistor is given by R equal to rho L by A. We know the formula of R equal to rho L by A. But here the equation for drain current is ID equal to VDS, output voltage by R, voltage by resistance. Now substitute the value of R in this equation, then you will get VDS equal to VDS divided by A into rho L. A into rho L. So the factors affecting the drain current is what are those? One is, what is this? Output voltage. Output voltage. If output voltage is directly proportional to the, which one? Output voltage is directly proportional to the drain current. If output voltage VDS is increasing, current also, ID also increases. If it is decreases, current also decreases. So ID is directly proportional to the, so ID is directly proportional to VDS, and it is also directly proportional to cross sectional area. And third one, that means if cross sectional area is increasing, the current flow produced in the field effect transistor is high. If it is less, the current produced in the transistor is also less. So these two factors are directly proportional to the drain current ID. But L, length of the channel, is indirectly proportional to the ID, is indirectly proportional to the length of the channel and resistivity of the channel. If resistivity is more, we know the basic property, if resistivity is more, what happening? Current will decrease. So if resistivity is high, current is less. So these are the factors affecting the magnitude of the drain current. VGS equal to negative and VDS equal to increased from 0. Increased from 0. That means so drain, source, gate, apply negative voltage to the gate with respect to drain, and here with respect to source. Now apply positive voltage to the gate. So positive, negative, positive. So this voltage known as VDS and this one is VGS. This terminal is gate. So here the operation is what happening after, if you are increasing the VGS is negative, means VGS equal to minus 1 volt and VGS equal to minus 2 volts. So if you are taking the VGS equal to minus 1 means reverse width of the depletion region is increasing. So width of the depletion region is increasing means what happening? Drain current will reduces. So if you are applying negative voltage, drain current is also reducing and voltage VDS also is reducing. If you are applying the positive voltage, VGS is positive, you are getting higher values. So if you are increasing the VGS, what happening? gate voltage is also, drain current is also increasing. So VGS equal to 1 volt and VGS equal to 2 volts. So VGS is directly, VGS and VDS is directly proportional to the drain current. So ID is directly proportional to VDS and ID is directly proportional to VGS. So see, observe from the VI characteristics. If you are increasing the VGS, what is happening? Drain current is increasing. If you are decreasing the VGS, what is happening? Drain voltage is also, drain current is also decreasing. So ID is directly proportional to the input voltage VGS. So we are using VDS to control the output of the drain current. That means, so here the FET is also called field. The abbreviation for FET is field effect transistor. Here field means voltage. We are using input voltage to control the output voltage and output current. Observe from the characteristics. At the lower voltage, at the negative voltage of the input voltage, what is happening? In output voltage is decreasing and output current is also decreasing. If you are increasing the input voltage, that is above the 0 voltage, if you are giving VGS equal to 1 volt, VGS equal to 2 volts like that, at that time what is happening? Drain current is increasing and drain voltage is also increasing. So here drain voltage is increases up till now and drain current is maximum. So these two factors, by using the input voltage, we are controlling the output current and output voltage. That's why we are saying field effect transistor. Here field means voltage. We are using input voltage to control the operation of the transistor. So it is FET is a voltage controlled device. What is that? FET is a voltage controlled device and BJT is a current controlled device. Why we are saying BJT is a current controlled device? We are using input voltage to control the output voltage and current. That's why BJT is called current controlled device. But whereas in BJT field effect transistor, we are using input voltage to control the output voltage and output current. So in this condition, the transistor is said to be in the above VGS equal to 0 volts. The transistor is said to be in the FET is said to be in the on condition to bring the transistor into off region. That means ID current into 0. So we have to apply negative voltage, more and more negative voltages. At that time, if you are increasing the negative voltage more and more, so ID will become 0. So by using the VGS negative voltage in N-channel FET, by using the negative voltage at the gate, we can bring the field effect transistor into off condition. So to bring the transistor into off condition, we are applying which voltage? Negative voltage at the gate in P channel. But in N channel, we are applying negative voltage at the gate. But in N channel, we are applying positive voltage at the gate. So what is the difference between N channel FET and P channel FET? In N channel FET, the current flow is due to the electrons. But in P channel FET, the current flow is due to the which one? Holes. Because in P channel FET, the majority charge carriers are holes and minority charge carriers are electrons. So, and another difference between P channel and N channel is biasing the device. That means for a gate, we have to apply positive in the P channel FET and negative in the N channel FET. So, these are the differences of N channel and P channel for the circuit diagram. And in operation, flow of current is depends on the holes only in P channel. But in N channel, it is depends on the electrons. So, this is the overall operation of the N channel FET and P channel FET. Thank you.